Hi, it is me, Bishop J from Camp Gilgal TV. Wonderful time to be with you. God bless you. God protect you. The Lord of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. He is the mighty God. It is a wonderful, wonderful day. The weather is great, perfectly great. We thank God for His mercy. We thank God for His grace, and we thank God for all that He is doing in our life. We glorify His mighty name and we celebrate who He is, the mighty Jehovah. If it is your first time you come across this channel, the Camp Gilgal TV channel, I kindly request you to subscribe. And once you subscribe to the channel, and I will say this to you: the Lord bless you. The Lord protect you for supporting my channel. For supporting my channel. I say thank you so much. Once you subscribed, I say thank you. May God bless you. May God keep protecting you. And He must remember you in all season of your life, because He is the mighty Jehovah. As I say again, the weather is great. The weather is great. We thank Him because it is the day that the Lord has made. And let us glorify Him and let us praise His holy name. The birds are singing for Him. You are hearing it in the background. Why not us, men and women? He created us by His own image. Why not? We must not celebrate His glory days. We thank Him and we bless His holy name. Glory to God. Glory to God. Like the video, comment in the comment sections, or drop your prayer request on the comment section. May God keep blessing you and keep protecting you in the name of Jesus Christ of Nazareth. We thank Him and we glorify Him. Okay. Today we are going to talk about your word. The word that you give to somebody. The shaking of hand that you give to somebody. And you look on the person on the eyes and you say, yes, I'm committed to what I have said. Respect it, honor it, because that way your integrity it come out. That way your character is picked up. The character of a man is not because of his bank account. The character of a man, it is of what he says. What he says before you, when he shake your hands, when he shook your hands, and what he says of what he sends. What he sends. If he cannot respect and honor that, he is not a trustworthy man. I have lost respect to many men and women of what they say and they never follow it up. I have lost respect. In my life, I'm not saying I'm perfect, but what I say is I'm always strive to accomplish what I say, even not in 100%, but at least in 98%. I always driven myself to fulfill it. If I can't, I'll come to you, call you, or come to you face to face and tell you I can't because of A, B, C, D. But those kind of men and women would say to your face A, but when they get out of your face, they apply B without your knowledge are not trustworthy. I have lost respect of that. Many of people, even those who preach the word, I have lost their respect. I can tell you, even when they stand before me preaching or whatever they do, whatever they are, what they do, I don't consider it because their word is not trustworthy. That's what we are going to talk today. And there is something I want to say to you. You know, covenant is the old English word which today we say contract. Or what the people today they say MOU, Memorandum of Understanding. when you enter in a memorandum of understanding to somebody, you need to respect that. When you shook the hand of somebody, when you see the eye of somebody and you give your word, you need to respect that. That's what we are going to talk about today. Our story is in 1 Kings chapter 2. And I will stay in this 1 Kings chapter 2 for 2 sermons. This is number 1, and number 2 will be next time I see you again, by God's grace, because we don't know what tomorrow is all about. Now, verse 8 of 1 Kings chapter 2, verse 8, say this. And see, you have with you Shimei. David, before he died, is giving recommendation to Solomon. He gave 3 recommendations. Number 1 is for Shimei, number 2 is for Joab, number 3 is for Barzillai. 2 is of death penalties. 1 is of act of kindness. You need to be kind and of rewarding this man, because he was kind to me. But these 2 people did not do well. Now, we're not going to talk about Joab. I'll talk about Shimei. And you have with Shimei the son of Gera. I see you have with you Shimei the son of Gera, a Benjamite from Bahurim, who cursed me with a malicious curse in the day when I went to Mahanaim. In the day when I went to Mahanaim, he cursed me with a malicious curse. But he came down to meet me at Jordan. And I say to him, by the Lord. That was a contract David himself entered with him. He said, I say to him, by the Lord, saying, I will not put you to death with the sword. This at itself, there is something that hidden beyond this word. I will not put you to death with the sword. It means Shimei must untangle himself to a death, not of David acting first, but Shimei must untangle himself to the death that he called upon himself. Now, verse 9, he gave Solomon a verdict. He said, now therefore, do not hold him guiltless, for you are a wise man, and know what you ought to do to him. Knows what you ought to do to him. Do not hold him guiltless, but you know what you ought to do to him because you are wiser. But bring his gray hair down to the grave with blood. Bring his gray hair to the grave with blood. That is the verdict that King David, before his death, has told his son, the new king, Solomon, to act upon Shimei. Now we know what is the problem here. The case has been put before Solomon, and the case numbers, if we are in our court today, has been put before Solomon that Shimei insulted David. Not only insulting him, Shimei cursed David. On top of insult, he cursed David. Shimei threw stones on David. Shimei throw dust up on David. He says, the blood, you tasty bloody man, you destroyed the house of King Saul, and then God is against you, and He's raised your son to destroy you. When you read it in a second Samuel, you'll arrive to understand what was the predicament. But King David never forgotten about it. Even though he promised him, I'm gonna not kill you by the sword, but untangle yourself. Yourself will untangle yourself to your deathbed. Then, out of the blue, before he died, he remembered. You know, as human beings, we remember easily. He called his son Solomon, and he told him what I have read to you before. Now, verse 36, he said this. Then the king sent and called for Shimei, and he said to him, build yourself a house in Jerusalem and dwell there, and do not go out from there anywhere. For it shall be, on the day you go out and cross the brook Kidron, know for certain you shall surely die. Your blood shall be on your own head. King Solomon called him, and he said to him, come here, my brother, come here. You know one thing I'm telling you? Build yourself a house. Now we understood that Shimei was not a small man. A man who stays around the corridors of power is not a small man. Now we understood that Shimei was a man with money. He has money, and we will see it even furthermore. He has money. That's why the king can order him to build himself in a house in Jerusalem. Maybe in Jerusalem, he did not have a house in Jerusalem. He has his house in Benjamin. That way he has his house. They called him from Benjamin and came to Jerusalem because it's not too far away. Build yourself in a house in Jerusalem and dwell here. I do not want you to go out of Jerusalem and you stay here. It's like a parole. You know now those criminals who came out of jail from parole, they will tell them, your parole, you cannot drink alcohol. Your parole, you cannot get out of your town where you are. And you need to come to police station every Monday morning for the checkup. The day you break that, you go back to jail. That's how the parole came from. Now, Shimei, in essence, he was a prisoner in Jerusalem. He was a prisoner. He was not a free man, but he was a prisoner. And the word that they give to him, he has a life and death. If Shimei want to live forever until natural death kill him, he need to dwell only in Jerusalem, no matter what. And the King Solomon was even kind because the ritual is in Jerusalem. The temple is in Jerusalem. The feast is celebrated in Jerusalem, in a temple. It means he has no reason to say, you did not say to me to stay in Jerusalem. That's why I went to Jerusalem to celebrate the feast of the Lord. Then it can escape on that, but he's in Jerusalem. That feast, Passover, atonement, everything is in Jerusalem. That means Shimei has no reason to hide behind. Therefore, Shimei must stay in Jerusalem. And Shimei said to the king, the saying is good. Your saying is good. As my lord the king has said, so your servant will do. Shimei agreed. He said, the saying is good. And so as my lord the king has said, your servant Shimei will do it. It means he shake the hand of the King Solomon. It means he see the eyes of King Solomon and he agreed. It means he's given his word to King Solomon that I will not leave Jerusalem. I will only stay in Jerusalem because my life depends on that. It means he agrees. Straight away, he started building his house in Jerusalem. Maybe he did have it already, or he bought a new house in Jerusalem, and he stayed there. Now it happened at the end of 3 years that two slaves of Shimei ran away to Achish, the son of Maachas, the king of Gath, and they told Shimei, "Look, your slaves are in Gath." Two slaves of Shimei ran away. Two slaves. They are not even cows or sheep, but two slaves. Two slaves of Shimei after 3 years, of being obedient. Oh, Shimei, I call you 3 times. After 3 years of being obedient, of not getting out of Jerusalem, now only two slaves of you ran away. And they went to another country, not even another province, not even another state, but another country. And you, when you heard the news, they said, "No, your slaves are in the land of a Philistine." You decided to go to the Philistine king and to tell the Philistine king face to face, I came to take my slaves. They are mine. They belong to me. What an arrogancy. You see, that arrogance that somebody can give you a word, but he does not want to respect it because of arrogancy. He's so arrogant, full of himself, say, "I am Shimei, and none of a slave of mine can run for me and go to another country, and another king hire the slave. No way." It sandal his donkey and he get forward. He went to Philistine. Arrogancy. He was so arrogant, full of himself. He went, it's like he's going to tell the king of the Philistine, "I am Shimei. You don't dare to me. You don't take my slave. These are slaves, Shimei. You can bought another slaves. You have money, but you decided to go. You did not let it lay down. You decided to go. They are not even an animal. They are slaves, for heaven's sake. And you go. And by you doing so, you go against the word you have given the King Solomon. And you broke your MOU. You broke your covenant. You broke the contract that you have signed. Stipulation was, stay in Jerusalem. Do not cross the Kidron. Stay in Jerusalem. But Shimei did what? Because of his ego, he was so proud and full of himself, he crossed the Kidron River and he went beyond the border of Jerusalem. He went to another king and tell him, "Bring my 2 slaves back." He brought back his 2 slaves. And the word came to Solomon. And the king sent to call for Shimei. And Shimei came. And the king said to him in verse 42, "Did I not make you swear by the Lord?" And that deal was done before the Lord. It things that is done before the Lord, you can't reverse it. That's why when a promise is given, as long as the promise is not fulfilled, the promise is still running. Once you promise somebody something, as long as you do not fulfill your promise that you promised to the person, the promise is still running until the day you will fulfill the promise, then the promise will be completed. But if you are not fulfilling it, it's still running. Even though you are breaking it, it's still running. And then he said to the king said to him, did I not make you swear by the Lord? Things that is swear by the Lord is written on the stone. You can delete it. You can reverse it. And warn you, saying, know for certain that on the day you go out and travel anywhere, you shall surely die. And you say to me, the word I have heard is good. She made it say that word was good because he knew what he did against his father was wrong. And it was now at the mercy of the king for him to leave. And when the king said to him, you leave, but only in Jerusalem, is a mercy itself, a mercy that endureth forever. But do not dare to challenge the mercy. Do not dare to break the mercy, as most of us, we promise. Most of us, we say word. Most of us, we say and we give word to people, but we do not stand on our word. And the day we do not stand on our word, that the day we have killed ourselves, because our character is gone. It's disappear like a vapor. Those who used to consider you as honorable, you are no longer honorable. You are no longer honorable because you are a liar. Because you cannot even take care of what you say yourself. Because Shimei knew he did wrong to Solomon father, because Shimei knew he did wrong to Solomon father. Now we have killed himself. That's why David said, I will not kill you by the sword. But Shimei, entangle yourself by your own death. Entangle yourself by your own death. And Shimei now, he is entangled himself by his own death, because he did agree to King Solomon. Your word was good, but alas, when two of his slaves ran away after 3 years, Shimei forgotten that the word he uttered is no longer saying, no. The word we utter stand forever. Stand forever. You know, let me tell you something. Insult somebody today. I'm telling you, he may say, I forgive you. He will never forget it. It stayed to his heart forever. It stayed to his heart forever. Why then have you not kept the oath of the Lord? Why not have you not keep the oath of the Lord and the commandment that I give to you? First of all, it was an oath of the Lord that he has broken. And once you broke the oath of the Lord, you are wedded to death. Then you did not even respect the commandment that I gave you. And the king said, moreover, to Shimei, you know, as your knowledge, as your heart acknowledge. Conclude here. He said to Shimei this. The king said, moreover, to Shimei, you know, as your heart acknowledge all the wickedness that you did to my father. Therefore, the Lord will return your wickedness on your own head. But King Solomon shall be blessed, and the throne of David shall be established before the Lord forever. Forever. And Shimei was executed because he did not fulfill his own word. Be careful to the word that you promise or utter to somebody, because tomorrow it may hunt you down. Be careful to what you signs, because you need to read all the small print, because tomorrow it will put you in trouble. Be careful, be careful, be careful to the oath that you are entering, because tomorrow it will destroy you and your generation. God bless you. Do not forget to subscribe.